Hey students, you made it to the end of the year, and let me just say, I am so proud of you. It's been such a joy to watch how the Lord has changed each and every one of you throughout the course of this year. I want to leave you with just a couple verses. Hebrews 12 verses 1 and 2, it says this: "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, we must get rid of every weight and the sin that clings so closely, and run with endurance the race set out for us, keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith." One of my favorite parts of the year has been going through the Sermon on the Mount in campus community. And what I'm reminded of is what we talked about at the end of the year. At the close of the sermon, Jesus gives his audience a choice. Will you listen to the words of Jesus and do them, or will you listen and disobey them? My encouragement is that you listen to the words of Jesus and you follow in obedience, that you run this race set out before you with your eyes fixed on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. And I'll be praying for you as you do.
Well, congratulations, students. I've been so blessed to have each of you in class this last year, and I just want to express my thanks and gratitude to each of you for a wonderful first year at Word of Life. I wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to hearing how the Lord uses each of you in the future. Please keep in touch. God bless.
Working at the BI in my service assignment has changed the way I view work. As long as you're doing it, no matter what work you're doing, if you're doing it for the glory of the Lord and to serve Him, you get a sense of joy in whatever you're doing.
I've seen a lot how gentle the Lord is, how through the way of me learning how to be a security guard here, He's always teaching me new things, but in a loving and gentle way. The Lord has taught me about how to serve Him with the right heart disposition, also how to serve the student body better, even better than the best that I can give to them.
The Lord has taught me so much. God meets people exactly where they are. I've had so many conversations where you see really quick that God doesn't just have you there talking about the Bible Institute, but He actually has you there to minister to people and actually pour into their lives in a very, very crazy way. So it's been something that has happened consistently and repeatedly over and over and over again. It's probably actually the best part of the job.
My name is Andrew Fowley, and I got the privilege to be a ministry team leader this past fall at the Glens Falls Reverb in New York. I would say it was interesting to see the other side because I grew up going to Reverbs with my church youth group, but to actually be a Word of Life staff member as a student and get to work at the Reverb, just to being down on the ice and just to be able to see all the hands that were raised when the gospel was given, it just kind of opened my eyes to how powerful all this really is.
My name is Charlie, and my ministry is the Unseen Worship Team. God has taught me a lot within being on band this year. Some of the main things have been, I don't need to be the best of the best. God doesn't require you to have high skill levels. You just need to have a willing and open heart to serve Him, not just on the stage while playing music, but even outside. If you're in your service assignment or just everyday life, worship is more than just music.
This year I was on the soccer team, which involved us sharing the gospel after every single game. We had a lot of very meaningful conversations where we were able to fully share the gospel with a lot of the players that we had played a full game against, and we were able to see a lot of fruit from that.
It's very easy to get caught up in the busyness of snow camp and lose focus on the fact that the Lord is working in all things. And just that dependence on Him in the small things has really helped me to see the Lord working in all things.
One thing the Lord has taught me is that worshiping God and focusing on Him is a choice. And just because I'm hearing all these great songs or seeing a bunch of kids come to Christ does not mean I'm going to have my focus on Him. And so that just really has to be a conscious decision. And you have to pray about that every single day.
Hi, my name is Joel Castro, and I'm on the Belize Missions Reality Trip. I feel like one way that the Lord has been teaching me is He's been constantly reminding me that He's our only source of true joy. I think here walking around the villages, just seeing how little people have comparatively to us, and they're so joyful. They greet you with a smile, and I think that's definitely stuck with me, that there's no material things can give you the joy that the Lord gives you.
Something that really surprised me coming on this mission trip was just how well our team worked together. Even though so many of us weren't expecting to be with each other and didn't even know each other that well, God just formed us into a very cohesive and one large unit that could work well together.
I went to New York City with the whole freshman class. I think it's definitely changed my perspective on the people out there. People really need the gospel. People really need to hear Jesus. especially New York City. I remember Micah Melville telling us, you know, a lot of these people are lonely or they don't really talk to much people. But when we're out there, like, encouraging others, showing the good news, being joyful and faithful to what the Lord has called us to do, that has an effect on people.
Hi, I'm Naya, and I'm counseling at the Word of Life Island. Something that the Lord has really been teaching me through counseling is that there is absolutely no way I can do it on my own. I've tried really hard to just rely on what I know, but without the Lord's strength, I'm not able to do any of that.
God has really opened my eyes to just how crucial a Christian community is and how vital it is for our walk with Him.
God has been teaching me to serve Him with joy wherever He takes me, no matter where I am. Just find joy in serving Him and doing it with a good attitude and with all my heart.
I think the biggest thing that I've gotten here so far is just a true reverence and awe for God's Word and who He is.
I've never really been somewhere where for a year, now 2 years straight, that there are like-minded Christians that are just pushing you towards godliness and growing and not falling back into bad habits.
Oh, what hasn't he been teaching me? Yeah, a lot, really dependence and reliance on Him, how obedience will result in abiding in the love of God, especially in 1 John.
Philippians 2, 1-11 has been a huge passage that has been encouraging to me, and just how he humbled himself to the point of death. He deserved everything, and yet he chose to serve. And it's easy for me to make it about myself and to do things for myself, but the Lord taught me that ultimately He deserves all the glory and I should be living for Him.
I've come to understanding that living as a child of the light isn't just about my relationship with God. It's about shining His light to those who are still in darkness. The light of Christ brings life, and we are called to reflect that light so others can see the hope and truth found in Him.
You can chuck my past in the trash like an old cardigan, 'cause I'ma take that green